I'm 25 years old, and I'm falling out of love with my husband just months after our wedding. I'm standing in my living room, staring out the window at the city lights. It's late, and the apartment is quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator. My phone buzzes on the counter. A text from my wife, still at work. Don't wait up. Just like that. The usual kick in the gut. 4 months married, and it feels like we're already living separate lives. She's 25. I'm 28. We'd been together for 4 years before we tied the knot. Now, I'm stuck here, wondering what the hell happened. We never really lived together before the wedding. She's got her place. I've got mine. Works out because we're in different cities for our jobs. The plan was always for me to move to her city, closer to those outdoor activities she loves. Sounded good on paper, right? Quitting my job, packing up my life to be with her. Hell, I was ready to do it. Still am. I guess, but that certainty I had is starting to chip away. It's like watching a damn rust spot spread on your favorite truck. Starts small, then just eats away at the metal. I used to be head over heels for her. Everything she said, everything she did, it just clicked. But over the past 2 years, something shifted. It wasn't a sudden thing, more like a slow leak. I still care about her. A lot, but that feeling of being in love feels like it's been replaced by, well, I don't even know what to call it. Disappointment. Maybe it's like I woke up one day and realized the person I thought I was marrying wasn't the person standing in front of me. We dated for 4 years. She said she started falling out of love 2 years ago, and yet we still went through with the wedding. That alone should have been my first red flag. But, when you're in it, when you've invested that much time and hope, you push those thoughts down. You tell yourself it's just nerves, just cold feet. You tell yourself it'll all be different once you're married, once you're really together. Dumb. I know. I'm starting to see that now. She says she's got mental health struggles. Yeah, okay, I get it. People have issues. I try to be understanding, but there's a line, you know. There's a difference between struggling and using it as an excuse to act like an asshole. One time, early on, when she was blowing up over something minor, I told her she was overreacting. She flipped out, said it was hurtful. Hurtful. I was just stating the obvious. She screams. She yells. She throws things, and then it's always, oh, it's my mental health. Bullshit. You can have mental health issues and still be a decent human being. If you know you've got a problem, you work on it. You don't just use it as a get out of jail free card every time you go off the rails. It's like she expects me to just sit there and take it. Because, poor her, she's struggling. Meanwhile, I'm the one walking on eggshells, trying not to set her off. It's exhausting. Men, pure exhaustion. Then there was the wedding planning. Jesus H. Christ. I never thought planning a wedding would feel like a goddamn military operation. She kept saying I was passive. You never take initiative. She'd say, you just tell me to do whatever I want. Yeah. Because every time I offered an opinion, it was wrong. Every time I suggested something, it wasn't good enough. So, after a while, I just threw my hands up. What the hell do I know about centerpieces or linen colors? I cared about marrying her, not about what damn flowers were on the table. But in her head, that meant I didn't care about her. It meant I didn't care about our day. That's the twist, isn't it? My laid-back approach, which she initially found charming, suddenly became a character flaw. It's like she wanted me to fight her on every little detail just so she could feel like I was invested. I just wanted to get through it without a damn argument every night. And my social life, or lack thereof, according to her. She complains I rely on her entirely for a social life because I have few friends. And the ones I do have don't like her. First off, I've got my friends. Good guys. Solid. We don't need to go out every weekend and post selfies to prove we're friends. We game. We hit the gym. We grab a beer sometimes. It's not her kind of social. As for them not liking her, well, maybe there's a reason for that. They've seen how she treats me. The little jabs, the passive-aggressive comments. They don't miss a beat. I've heard them hint at it, seen the looks they exchange. But I dismissed it. Told myself they just didn't know her like I did. Another mistake. I should have listened to my gut. To my boys. They saw what I was too deep in to recognize. She says I'm considerate, but only do the bare minimum. Ba minimum. I work my ass off to provide, to make sure she's comfortable. I try to be there for her, to listen, but apparently that's not enough. She brings up how I leave my stuff around her apartment on weekends. Yeah, because I spend 2 damn days there and I'm not going to meticulously put every single thing away like I'm living in a museum. It's a living space, not a sterile operating room. And the puppy, oh, the puppy, we got this little guy. and he's a handful. Like all puppies are. When he was having trouble with house training, she said I was too indulgent, that it was my fault. Like I'm supposed to be some drill sergeant with a damn puppy. You gotta be firm. I get it. But you also gotta have some patience. She acted like I was actively sabotaging the dog's training. It was just another thing to blame on me. And the sex, never great, she says. Regret not addressing it sooner. Now, 2 years in, she's increasingly dissatisfied. What the hell am I supposed to say to that? I always tried to make her happy, to do what she liked. If she had issues, why didn't she bring it up? Why wait until now, when she's falling out of love, to drop that bomb? It's like she's collecting a list of grievances, building a case against me. It always feels like she's looking for something to be wrong. There's always something. It's never enough. She calls our wedding planning emotionally draining because I wasn't proactive enough, and weekends became all about wedding preparations instead of quality time. What the fuck did she expect? We were planning a wedding. You think that shit just organizes itself. Meetings with vendors, tasting food, looking at venues, that takes time. She wanted the big wedding, the dress, the whole damn fairy tale. I just wanted to get married. But now, it's my fault that the process of planning the thing she wanted was draining. It's always my fault. Always. Then came the kicker, the real gut punch. She starts talking about how she felt neglected during the wedding planning and started questioning our relationship. And then a coworker went through a breakup and we became close. She talks a lot about him, and eventually our relationship turned intimate. Intimate. She says they kissed a few times and cuddled but didn't have full-on sex. Yeah, right. I'm not an idiot. I might have been oblivious to a lot of her bullshit, but I know how this game works. She was struggling with relationship doubts, so it was okay to cheat. Her words, not mine. My mental health issues are an excuse for screaming, but her relationship doubts are an excuse for hooking up with another guy. The double standard is so blatant it's almost comical. And then this coworker, this knight in shining armor, gets back with his girlfriend, and she's heartbroken. She cries often, especially when I'm not around. She thinks she fell in love with him. We just got married 4 months ago. She's spending extra time at work, not to get away from me, but to run into my coworker. She's chasing a guy who already went back to his ex, and she thinks I'm the problem. She's obsessed with him, chasing a fantasy while I'm here trying to make our marriage work. It's not just a betrayal, it's a damn insult. She was never in love with me. Not really. She wanted the wedding, the title, the big day, whatever the hell it was. Now she's playing the victim. I know I've made some mistakes here. You think, should have talked to my husband sooner about my doubts. No shit, but I can't change the past. I can only try to move forward and make better decisions. Good luck with that. Sweetheart, you've got more excuses than a politician. She's torn. Should she stay and rebuild what we've lost, or leave to avoid even more unhappiness for both of us? What's there to rebuild? She was already planning her escape before the ink on the marriage certificate was dry. This whole thing is a goddamn joke. She wants advice. My advice: you're 25 years old, and you clearly don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. You justify your shitty behavior with mental health and relationship doubts. You didn't have to marry me. You chose to. Maybe it was to beat your friends to the altar. Maybe it was for the magical day. Who the hell knows? But you got what you wanted, and now you're crying about it. Come clean with me. End it. Get an annulment if that's even possible. It's only been a few months. Say what you gotta say and be done. Then, maybe, just maybe, get some real therapy. Not the kind that gives you excuses, but the kind that actually makes you accountable for your actions. Because right now, you're a selfish, entitled ass with zero accountability and even less respect. She bitched about my lack of enthusiasm for picking out the wedding centerpieces. That's the kind of shit she's worried about when she's out there making out with other guys. It's ridiculous. Most guys don't give a damn about the color of the tablecloths. It doesn't mean we don't love you. It just means we're not obsessed with the minor details of a one-day event. That day is for the wife. Everybody knows that. She interpreted my indifference to wedding minutiae as indifference to her, and then she went and cheated on me. Any sympathy I might have had for her struggles vanished the moment she decided to hook up with someone else. And now she's still lusting after this coworker. What the hell kind of marriage is this? We're living apart, married for 4 months, and she's still pining for another dude. It's like a bad sitcom. There's a reason we're not living together. A reason we didn't before. Deep down, maybe we both knew this wasn't working. It was probably just me ignoring it, hoping it would magically fix itself once we said I do. Another classic mistake. So, here I am, married for a few months, and my wife is in love with another man, blaming all her problems on me. and using her mental health as a shield for her shitty behavior. This whole thing is a monumental crybaby fest, a masterclass in shifting blame. It's a harsh lesson, one I wish I didn't have to learn, but it's clear now. It's over. It has to be. I just have to figure out how to put one foot in front of the other and get through it. This isn't a marriage, it's a goddamn hostage situation, and I'm done being held captive.